must be cursed. You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
All right, you've explained part of it. What were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years?
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
Take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Admire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Admire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger. No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The dreadful whale. No, it's not on the register. Maybe one of the recent orders from Warden.
Let's give it a fish cake.
Oh there!
You know that we're supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
I can go.
For the 3 days she brought water and held cool cloths to his forehead, until finally the fevers lifted.
In the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former Royal Protector.
I've seen anything all right. No. First, now.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
Is mandatory. Hey, come here.
Welcome. Your face is no concern of mine. Glad we could do business. I'll take that deal. You won't regret it. Shouldn't deal with strangers.
I have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and that mask tells me you're someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermire Institute. Can you help?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
You want me to bring you a corpse? What's the story there?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll consider it.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember.
Infested, all right. We used to throw rocks at these nests when I was young. Just go slow and mind the distance. Easy.
With blood flies.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, This is our chance.
Wanted man again. Welcome home.
And her murderous father were guilty of witchery. And black heresy. without limits. The Abbey is at war. Your eternal spirit. Be wary for the agents of the Outsider. My word, and save yourself. Karnaka is in great peril, brothers and sisters. And this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis. But the source of your suffering might not be strange to you. Karnaka has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Covered in shadows. He would gamble with all.
As the Duke recovers from his travels, and additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand
A
Palace.
chaos not seen since the time of the Great Burning. Karnaka has but one chance to save itself, and that is to return to the fold. To take solace once again in the litany on the White Cliff.
Sure, he knows how to
A young
talk.
girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the Outsider could be found across the Isle. She affected a look of innocence, but beneath it I saw guile. My suspicions arose at once, and I questioned her sharply, until she confessed to playing alone in an empty woodcarver's shop at the edge of town. Each day for a week, she crept back to that place, and there in the cellar, she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burned low, like a virulent some small trinkets of bone, and a few coins left by those within the Outsider's wicked cabal. Those cursed figures who hunch and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. The girl was taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal.
This
Her
heretic's
corruption
body is
was
important,
eradicated.
even though
For
I
the
don't
safety
fully
of all
understand the
those who
situation.
lived around her,
We'll wait for the
all
light.
of
Sure, I
you.
saw something.
We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we save countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death. The Abbey will not allow the shadows of the void to fall upon you. We will brandish the light or the flame as we must to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering, to prevent even one among us from wandering through that endless night.
Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
The reward of a life.
Hey, what are you? Let him go!
I smell heresy right over your corpse, blasphemer. Oh, the Abbey! Looking for a fight? Only those who turn from the seven strictures with an endless existence, adrift in the void, the dark sky without stars, the cold, lifeless ocean that surrounds us all, and threatens to devour the earth and sky, and all things in between. Trust in the Abbey, my friends. Trust in Abbey.
I will be strong.
Let not the wanderer into your home, friend. Avoid the stranger, for their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community.
Who's running around over there?
Those who
End of
wander
the road
are
for you!
untethered by families and neighbors for reasons tested and true. It is oft because they have turned their backs on tradition and on the seven strictures themselves. A wanderer is a friend to the outside. Outsider. Never doubt that. Stay to the flesh that is familiar, that of the fowl and sheep, the ox.
That's
and
it.
Fish from
The body Mindy sent me after.
Those who taste the flesh of the rat risk drifting through the void for all the remaining hours of all the remaining years, until the world is swallowed itself by the void, and all the things are destroyed. Set a table for your family that will keep them safe. Lay out a meal that would cause you no shame should your neighbor come to sup with you. I say this now to all the faithful in our society. Your allegiance should be first and most fiercely to your family, to your neighbors, and to the Abbey of the Everyman. Princes and queens rise and fall, but a succession of overseers will watch you for the entirety of your lifetime, shielding you from the outer horrors of the void and from the spoiled touch of the outsider himself. Hold closest to the 7 strictures. A witch now sits on the throne in Dundor, and that the Duke of Circinus is in her thrall.
Come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got it. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
You said you had a trick for getting closer to Adamire.
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Adamire.
All right, then. This is goodbye.
I got news for them. It ain't never safe for the likes of me.
It's impossible to get good help in the name.
Now the power's down. The Adamire Institute is my best chance of tracking down the Crown Killer. Alexandria Hypatia turned an old solarium into a center for medicinal knowledge that's famous throughout the Isles. She's an alchemist, brilliant and dedicated to helping the miners in Karnaca and their families. If anyone knows what happened to Sokolov and where this all leads, she will.
The back of the dock is restricted to shift changes and watchtower operations.
Looks like they're doing maintenance on the carriage relay again. Should we check it out?
Nah. I'm just making sure it's still in order, I guess. Nobody comes around anymore. But you never know when the Duke's gonna send someone out here to check on things. It's odd, but he keeps an eye on E-N-G. H-G-J-K elementally. Q-R-S-U-N-V. Double V. Keeps me up at night just thinking about it.
Let's see. What was it?
Nothing here. Let's have a look around.
A victim of the Crown Killer, no doubt.
I wonder who that was.
What?
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
So if I have two, and I gave him one, he still gets me one. If he eats it, then...
Nope. Nobody there.
Come on! I don't have time for games. Oh, shit! End of the road for you! Yes, yes, yes.
Keep my mind on my duties.
I'm bored.
Walking.
Someone's shooting at us! Did you hear that? What's going on here?
So let's see.
Someone is asking for trouble over there. Somebody's down.
Damn it.
It looked like...
Oh well.
But I saw something.
I'll have a look around. Nothing here? Let's have a look around.
Yes, sir. Martel asked why we're not out bashing the howlers.
But I wouldn't give. Never asked questions.
It is on, sir.